Hello everyone and welcome to another live workout, legs today for hypertrophy. So that means muscle building, higher reps, time under tension. That's what the focus is here. So this is gonna be the last hypertrophy workout I do because I'm starting a new strength training program, doing similar lifts but lower reps, higher weight for the next few months just to change it up because I've been doing this almost a year now. I'm feeling a little sore today in my back, so we're gonna see how it goes. Hopefully it'll be fine throughout the whole thing, but I have all my lifts in the description. It's working cool. And that's what I did last time, except I'm gonna change a few things up. I'm gonna be doing a little bit lighter weight on squats now. I'm trying to focus on staying at the same weight now. I'm gonna be doing 205 for my top sets and trying to focus on pausing at the bottom, going a little bit deeper, that kind of stuff to work it and really just focus on form, not so much just ego lifting and trying to lift more and more weight. So we're gonna start with the warm up here. 115 for 15 reps. Really focus on squeezing the core through every rep, pushing down into the heels. Doing deeper reps for me is like trying to make sure I hit 90 degrees or a little bit less or more, I guess depending on how you look at it, past 90, because my flexibility is not that great. I'm having back issues, so that's why I'm going to try to slowly, I'm stretching a lot, working on trying to increase that range of motion, because talk about progressive overloading in your workouts. And you do that in a multitude of ways. The obvious one is adding more weight, more reps, more sets to progressive overload, making it harder than last time. But another way to do that is slowing down your reps. And you can do slower reps, you can do pause reps, increasing that time under tension that way. So there are tons of ways that you can get a good workout without even lifting heavier weights necessarily, but you can still make it more difficult on yourself. So going 160 on the next set, get about another minute rest. It's crazy too, it's just funny like how important warm-up sets are, because like my knees, they weren't hurting, but I could just feel tight, needing to warm up. And then by the time I hit my set of 205, that feels better on my body than the 115 did. So really important. The way I warm up is with the same exercise, but lightweight, like half of what you plan on doing. So 115 is a little over, but I didn't want to get the 95s and add weights and all that stuff. It's just easy to do. It's still not that hard. So just making sure you're warming up your joints, your muscles, everything really good before you put a heavy load on it. Because if you come right in here and start doing 200 pounds, yeah, you could do it fine, but you could injure yourself too. And I am trying to prevent injury to the max extent possible. So now I got 160 for 12 reps. It's about 75% of the weight I'm going to use. That's all about warming up still. So we're not just speeding through the reps, Still getting good quality reps, tighten your core. See, that felt a lot better on my knees than the last set did. So next up, going to the weights for the next 2 sets, the top sets, 2 of 5. If you're following along, let me know where you're watching from. Just feel a little bit of soreness in my lower left back. Hopefully I can get through all these just fine. Definitely don't want to get hurt. So next set, we're going for 10 to 12 reps here. Making sure we got good form throughout this. I feel a little bit right here. Been doing deadlifts. I just started the strength program this week, but I still want to do one last hypertrophy leg workout for this video. I was doing heavier deadlifts, and you can definitely feel it in my back. Like, nothing hurt, but it was definitely bigger strain, which is just another reason to point out that the heavier you go, the closer you are to your limit, the closer you are to getting injured. So when you're going, 10 to 15 reps to failure, you're less likely to get injured than if you're doing like a 1 rep max or 2 or 3 reps or anything like that, even 5 to 6 reps. Like in the strength one I'm doing, it's a lot heavier load. And you gotta make sure your form is spot on so you don't get injured. So hopefully, we'll see how this goes. Hopefully this will be fine. Brace the core every rep. Felt better on my hips and back than the first two. Whew. That just goes to show what I was talking about, warming up. If I went straight into doing that 205, without really warming up, even with just stretching or something like that, a lot higher chance of getting injured. So we're gonna rest a few minutes here. Next set is gonna be 9 to 12, so I just got 11, so hoping I can hit 10, we'll see. I'm trying to get through this. I'm really trying to focus on the time and rest times to keep this closer to an hour. Part of the difficulty in that though is just having to switch up equipment for exercises, so I'm gonna try to make sure that's ready to go ahead of time. All right, 2 more minutes. Like that little bit of extra depth, that really makes a big difference in how tough it is, and trying to slow the rep down too. But it did feel good, so nothing was hurting on that set. So I think I'm warmed up well. Don't want to speak too soon. Don't want to get injured halfway through the set. But so far, feeling pretty good. If you're tuning in, let me know where you're watching from. If you worked out today, if you plan on working out, what you did or what you plan on doing. It's always more fun when interacting with y'all on these. I'm just trying to take advantage of these rest times, moving these weights around to be ready for the other sets. See if my wife has said anything. No, we're good. All right, about 45 more seconds. You want to make sure you're getting adequate rest between sets so that you can actually push yourself. Looking at a 6 to 1 work ratio, up to 6 to 1. So, if your set lasted a minute, that'd be up to 6 minutes of rest, which I don't think it took that long. It's probably close to 40 seconds, 45 maybe. So, right there, that's 4.5 minutes. I don't need that much, but just keep in mind, if you're pushing yourself hard to failure or close to failure, you need to make sure you have enough recovery time so you can push hard again for your next set. And if you did push to failure, that's why these rep ranges 10 to 12, then 9 to 12, because if you only got 10, the chances are you're not going to be able to hit that number again if you really went to failure. All right, here we go. 205, second set. Last set, 9 to 12. And I like to take my time, make sure my stance is even here, so don't get injured. Tighten core every time. Just looking at my timer here. It's about 10 minutes ahead of our start time here because I do a little bit of cardio before we get started. 10 minutes worth to help get even more warmed up. I'm telling you, I'm 32, coming up on 33 soon, and the older you get, the more you definitely need to warm up and make sure you're good to go. I mean, even being young, you still need to, but you can get away more often without getting injured when you're young. But just take that extra 10, 15 minutes and really warm yourself up. I'm telling you, the younger guys, it'll really help out your future. Staying healthy and injury-free. As soon as you get injured and you're out for a few weeks, it's hard mentally when you're used to working out every day a lot to get into that. About 2 more minutes. I'm going to start in the lunges. I'm trying to get everything reset here for when we move on to the circuits after the lunges. So we'll be ahead. And you don't have to sit here watching me prep for this stuff that I don't really need to waste time setting up for those, and I can do it while I'm resting here. About another minute. And one thing I've also been doing is really focusing on stretching after all these. When I get done with my workouts, spending 15, 20 minutes, especially after the leg workouts, really stretching my legs and my back, trying to make sure I stay healthy. Because your health, man, and not being injured, that's what it's all about. Yeah, you want to look good, you want to push yourself, but you also got to be smart. I talk about going to failure a lot, but also, I was telling one of my buddies the other day, it also means failure of good form. Because if I'm doing that squat and it gets hard, and I start like bending my back and hunching up and doing that kind of stuff, and I still get a red butt, well, to me, I failed before that because my form broke down. And that's when you get hurt, because then you're already tired and you're making every other muscle that shouldn't be working work even harder. So, don't do that. 20 reps here. Lunges, I'm using 30s. Couple minutes rest. And that should be done with the weight that you could keep going with. I'm tired because it's a long set, but we're warming up in the heavier weights. Yeah, I'm feeling the burn. Lunges. If I had a leg press, I'd be using that for my second lift, but I don't. So when I'm in gyms, I do use the leg press, but it's not the exercise so much in itself that's tough, but it's, since it is unilateral work, it takes twice as long. which makes it tough. My last workout, I got 14 reps with the 70s in each hand. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it again today, we'll see, but that was, my heart rate got up to 187 on that set. So we'll see how it goes. About another minute of rest here. We move on to the second set. This is gonna be 15 reps. I'm using the 50s next. I'm gonna take my shirt off here soon. It's getting way too hot out. If you guys are watching, let me know where you're from, what you're doing today. All right. Here we go with the 50s, 15 reps. Oh man. I need a few minutes of rest after that one. New York, awesome. Haven't been to New York in a while. My wife and I went February of 2020, right before everything started shutting down for Valentine's Day. Yeah, for sure. One thing I do like about this is I don't have to wait on anyone else. I can do what I want, when I want. I can use the military base down the road, but just in the time it would take me to drive there and drive back, I could just about be done with my workout, so it's nice having this at home. And I travel a lot, so I use other equipment when I'm on the road. Be right back for this set. I'll fill up my water bottle. Whew. These are tough, but One thing that's cool about tracking your progress, aside from having a goal, every time you go into the gym, you can see over time how much you've improved. Like 6 months ago, I was doing 50-pound weights in each hand for my top sets of this, and now I'm doing that on one of my workup sets. No problem. Before, I'd be dying trying to get to 14, 15 reps. I tell you what, if you haven't trained for hypertrophy like this, higher reps, it is tough. It's a lot easier to go to failure on 5 to 6 reps than it is 15, because you start getting cardio involved. Okay, it's been 3 minutes. I'm stalling, because these next 2 sets are the hardest part of this workout. Gotta get in the right frame of mind for this. I try to push the fed on everything and make it hard, but this is just even harder because the sets do take twice as long. All right, 70 pounds. Each hand. Here we go. Oh man. Ah. 12 reps. As you can tell, that was pretty tough. Heart rate was 182 at the end of that set. Yeah, I hear you about logging progress. And all about, I really like what you said there, man. It's just, it is so easy to see everyone else online, comparing yourself to them. I want to look like that, when in reality, they don't even look like that all the time. At least throughout the normal day, maybe in the morning when they get up, or right after a pump, but you get the right lighting, right time of day, empty stomach with a pump, you can look way better than you do at the end of the day in your bathroom lighting, when you're full, and your stomach's sticking out, no pump. So just striving to improve yourself, that's what it's all about. And that's the same thing. That's not why I started this channel. That's why I started doing these live workouts. I wanted to show people what I do, but also to have a log and a video log, a vlog, there you go, of my progress over time. So I'm probably gonna make a video in January of next year to compare after 1 year how much all my lifts have gone up, how my strength has changed, all that good stuff. So awesome point, man. Compare to yourself, not other people. Because especially like take pictures every like 4 to 6 months to compare, because I took pictures May a year ago and then last month. You don't notice the day-to-day changes because you're living in your body. But when I compared those pictures, I was the same amount of leanness pretty much, but my legs look huge compared to what they did a year ago, which is awesome. Part of it's newbie gains because I'm one of those guys that never did legs for the past 10 years. So, but it's pretty awesome to see. About a minute and a half here. I gained about 1 inch in each of my arms, almost 2 inches in each of my quads, upper legs, about 2 inches around shoulders. So it's pretty cool seeing that. Yeah, track your form for sure. Like how I was saying, I don't know if you saw the beginning of the squats, but squats are somewhat new for me. Just over the last year I've been doing them just because, as I said, I never did legs. But then I also have had lots of back issues over the past 10 years, and it's always made me afraid to do squats and deadlifts and stuff. But I finally decided, you know what? I'm just gonna start doing them with lightweight. I started with 145 pounds on squats a year ago, and now I'm at 205 I did today. And I've done 225 for 10, but as you said with form, I did slower, or I did faster reps, doing them, just trying to say, oh, I did 225 for 10, but now I've dropped to 20 pounds, trying to go slower, get deeper. It makes a big difference. Oh, my legs. I'm gonna be dead after this. But I can't rest forever, I gotta do it. Heart rate's down to the 120s now. So this time shooting for at least 10 here. I got 12 on the last one. Feeling a little worn out. I did 14 and 12 in my last workout, but as I said, you're pushing, trying to push harder than last time, but you can't always improve. Some days you're gonna feel weaker, and that's fine, but if you're always pushing to failure, then you are gonna be improving, even if you don't realize it. The weight is just a gauge to see what you're doing. Plus, I did more weight on squats today, doing slower reps too, making those harder. So today, I was making my legs more fatigued before I even started this. So you gotta think about all those factors, how much sleep you got, all kinds of things. As long as you're pushing to failure, that's what it's all about. Hey, thanks for hanging out, man. See you around, got lots of videos coming. So let's do this. Look, Ronnie Coleman, lightweight. Yep. Oh man. Woo! All right. Try to switch stuff up here real quick. About to start some circuits now. Oh man. Whew. That was definitely tough. Actually, just gonna leave this like this. Sorry about the loud noise. I usually have someone come hold this in place, but can't really do that when I'm by myself. Home alone right now. Once I do this heavy weight, the bench will start sliding back on me, and that's never fun. It's been a busy week. Got a lot of family in town. I rented a bunch of camera gear. I've been recording like 3-4 videos every day for my other channel where I teach filmmaking. And it's called Camber Motion, in case you want to check it out. But man, it has been tough. So I'm going to do this a little different on the circuit. Normally it's hip thrust, standing curls, and then leg extension and leg curls, and seated incline curls, and then calf raises. Then I do that again, and then I do some curls and calf raises back to back. But I've been having some issues with my calves lately when I'm doing the leg curls locking up. So I noticed when I don't do the first set of leg curls after I get the calf raises done and I come back and do the leg curls, usually it's fine, so I'm going to do that and then add the second set of leg curls with the last circuit. All right, about 30 more seconds. I want to get this started. So what do we have here? Yeah, pretty good. What, this heat is killing me. Ugh, just sweating all over. It's hard to hold the dumbbells. All right. Been using this on my lap for these hip thrusts. Hip thrusts kind of like calf raises. I mean, like everything else, you want to really focus on not just shooting through them as fast as you can because they are tough, but you want to control your form like everything else. Get a good eccentric, try to pause, get the most out of it. Lower the weight if you have to. Just 15 with 235. Could have kept going, but I was starting to feel some tension in my lower back. So, you gotta be smart. Next is curls. I'm gonna go ahead and load this up. In between. Make sure you can see me here. All right. I'm using 30s instead of 20 here. It's a weird feeling, it's like my cardio is giving out before my arms. Just trying to get things ready for the next round while resting. The hard thing about these circuits too is doing different muscle groups, so you should be able to go with a little rest. But just the breathing aspect of it makes it tough, being worn out. Here we go. All right. I'm gonna do the calf raises first before the curls. Since I'm used to doing another set, so my biceps have a bit more time to rest before working them again. See if we can get a good angle here. There we go. Using 125 here with 2 45s and a 35. This is where being in a gym with equipment is helpful, so I can just walk over to a calf machine or something, but you do what you can. But just like everything else, you want to pause, slow all the way back down. I could feel my calf getting tight. Oh shoot, like right there. Just started nodding up. Whew. That's not a good feeling. I don't know why they've been so tight lately. Been stretching a lot. All that good stuff. Yeah. Oh man. Takes about 10 minutes to get through one of these circuits. All right. Another set of 20. Oh man. That was 20. Now I'm gonna run through that circuit again. One more time. And after that, we'll be doing some, what's it called? Losing my train of thought. Some supersets with I'm gonna give myself a minute to rest here and stretch my calf. In the meantime, man, I don't know why. I feel it, it's so tight. I've been doing push-pull leg split. And typically you do like push-pull legs, 6 days in a row and take a day off. Or even do like push-pull legs rest, push-pull legs rest, and you know, it's an 8-day to do it twice. I don't really care like when my workouts fall on different days. I don't need to do the same stuff on the same days of the week, but I've been doing it with no rest, so like push-pull legs, push-pull legs, push-pull legs, until I have to like go out of town on a trip or something like that. Then I get some rest. And end up doing different types of workouts, which is one of the reasons I don't really take rest days, because I want to get as much as I can done without having all my equipment available. But I am getting older. I am natural. Recovery is probably taking longer the older I get, so I have to start balancing it out. Add in some cardio or something on the day off. All right, here we go. We got this. We got this. 255 this time. Oh man. That's a tough one. I've been trying to implement eating more sodium, especially on the day before and the day of my leg workouts. See if that helps with cramps, but it just has not been doing much at all. What is that? Let's see. 45, 80. There we go. All right. Next up is curls again. $35 this time, 15 reps is the goal, or 12 to 15. 55 minutes. I was doing good, but this part of the workout's tough. It starts slowing me down. Here we go. Stretch out my calves a little more again. Zoom this back out. There we go. Let's do all this one here. Yeah, it's feeling a lot looser, so that's good. Hopefully it's good enough for my set. 12 to 15, I got 125. Leg days always make me nervous because I want to improve every time, and every time it is really tough, and I know I have to push even harder than the last time. So ideally you'd be stronger every workout, so you raise the weight, it'll be just as hard as the last time. So it never gets easier, which is good, because you want to challenge yourself, but whew, leg days are tough. And my back issues, by the way, haven't changed at all since I started doing the deadlifts and the squats, trying to focus on form. If anything, my back has gotten stronger and I've had fewer incidents throwing my back out. So don't be afraid to get into it. If you do have lower back issues, just find exercises that you can do. Start with light weight. If you start doing squats with the bar and add 5 pounds every time, you're still going to be going harder each time. And you can feel the weight slowly get heavier and just keep good form. Alright, hopefully I don't have any calf knot-ups. And calves, one of my favorite leg muscles to work. One of my, when I say calves, I meant hamstrings. Hamstrings are one of my favorites to work. especially when my calves aren't giving me issues. I'm at 102. All right. Trying to get this done quick, guys. But it's getting tough. I thought it was tough in the winter. Man. When you're sweating constantly, eyes burning from sweat dropping in, it's pretty annoying. Get this ready for the calves. Do an incline curls next. Again. Trying to find any excuse I can to rest. Twelve to 15. Definitely a bit of swinging action there towards the end, but you do what you can. If you're cheating the whole time, then definitely need to lower the weight. But I have been, I don't know what it is, like, I'll do a workout, I'm feeling strong, I'll do the next one, I feel really weak. I did my leg workout a couple days ago, and it was killer. I busted through 15 of those, no problem. And now, I'm barely getting the last few up. So you never know, you have your off days. I only slept about 7 hours last night, which you might think, oh man, that's a long time, which 7 hours is like my minimum to feel pretty good throughout the day. 8 is optimal for me. 6 I can survive, but I don't feel great. But I slept like 9.5 hours a couple days ago. I felt great, had a good workout yesterday. And then today, it was almost 2 hours less, sir. So, definitely takes a toll. So just be aware, trying to push harder and harder each time, working harder than last time, but you're not always going to be making PRs every time you work out, hitting new records. Some days you might be stuck on the same weight, the same amount of reps for a couple weeks, or you might even do less, like today. I only got 12 reps on that, whatever it was, lunges with the 70s. when I did 14 on my last workout. So you just push hard, work yourself hard as you can, and that's good enough. If you're failing, you know you push yourself all the way. Let's see. 35. Just gonna do some curls, calves, leg curls, and curls and calves, and be done. Do 100 pounds on these leg curls this time. If you can't tell, I'm worn out. If you get done in the gym and you're like, oh, I feel refreshed, that was good, you might not be pushing hard enough. I'm pretty much wiped out every time I get finished. No matter if it's push, pull, or legs, I'm just dead. All right. Not going as fast as I thought. I was at first. It's caught up with me. All right. Curls. This is 8 to 12. I got 10 a few days ago with some cheats at the end. So let's see. Yeah. Definitely not feeling today. Let's switch to the 40s for my next set. Like I said, some days you may feel weaker. Just adapt. I'm not gonna, just because I did 40 times 8 on this last time, doesn't mean I'm gonna get on there and try to just do 5 or something. Because I know I can't get 8. So I'm gonna drop the weight and try to hit that number to failure. I gotta take this back off because I forgot. Gotta do my other set of calves first. Oops. That's what happens when you get tired. Don't think straight. But it's all good. It is all good. And some partials. See all that sweat on my face? Sweat is not indicative of a good workout. That's just a matter of the air outside temperature, or not outside, but temperature of wherever you are. Because I work out just as hard in the winter and barely sweat at all. Because it's 30 or 40 degrees out here. Oh man. Feels a bit lightheaded. Two more sets. Curls and then one more calf. I definitely need up my cardio. It's part of what's making this take so long. It's like HIIT cardio. All right, I got the 40s for this set. Oh, 11. It's not bad. All right. Last set here. I'm gonna do single leg raises with a dumbbell. and calf raises, whatever you want to call it. Good job, set. Almost there. That's it, folks. Oh, that was the leg day. I'm toast. I am definitely feeling worn out. But as I said, I'm doing these every week that I'm home. A push-pull leg, live workout. So you can see what I do, how I do it, intensity, sets, reps, all that. Starting a new strength training program. Right now, this is the last hypertrophy. The next few months is going to be strength, and we'll come back to this and see how it is. But hope you found this helpful. Like, subscribe. Got lots of good stuff on the channel to help you stay fit for life. And I'll see you in the next one.